So the next room I did was weapons, and weapons was really interesting because I had to when I looked at weapons originally like this, it looked really weird. No offense to the creator of the map, and it looked like this. So it didn't look that detailed because of course it doesn't look like this in the original. There's a little weird part here which is like it curves, which is not like the actual map. So since there was like barely any space, I had to move the wall a little bit to the right and down so that there's more space in the top wall here. And I also got a cylinder, and then I put it up and I did the same tactic from shields, and I also added a bunch of parts which look like the red parts in this tube in weapons, and I made it look like that, and the color was different, and I made little tubes just like shields. I put a little detail on the floor below, and I also put cylinders here, made them different color. And for here I had to search for like a donut shape in toolbox, and I also added a cylinder which is like steps. It was kind of weird to blend these because it was like really different because it's two circles. It's like really weird. So I got this shape from toolbox as well. It's like a donut shape, which is the same shape from here. Yeah, it's the same shape from here, which it looks like this. And I changed that, I morphed it, I made it into this, and it looks really good. And then there's like steps, and I got the chair from Nav, and I made it a little darker. I also added just two cylinders here, which are like joysticks and like just joysticks. And then I added a part, and I also added a donut, which is like this, but it's like circular, like a donut shape. And I had two parts. There's like the crosshair, and I made it transparent so you could see. So if you actually go in game and you sit right here, it looks pretty good. Like you could actually see through it and target everything. And I also added light, and I made the vent a little smaller and download a little different. And also this, I copied the download and divert. And the railings are also from here, which are also red. And I also added the circle, which is a circular part, and from the design here, which is like a little circle here, I added here, and there's also a light there, so it lights up, and yeah, it looks like this originally. Think about that. So the last room I did was security, and it looks really nice in first glance, which is the L table, and there are a bunch of screens and the chairs and the vent, and the color of the room looks really nice, but it wasn't that detailed, so I had to make it a little bit more detailed. So I got the same texture from the tiles here and cafeteria, and also here, this part, and I made it like this, and I made the color different. And I also got the L table, which I didn't change. I didn't change the L table, I just made a little color, and turned it into this, which is a little smaller. And I had a bunch of details like paper, files. I think that's supposed to be like a folder, and then there's just like I just put two parts, which is like blue and red, which I saw, so I just added that. And I kept the stool because it's an actual stool in the actual map, so that's nice. And I changed the table. To just a square, which is how it actually looks like. And I put the keyboard, I put the mouse. And I also got the servers from Toolbox, but if you actually look at it, it's different from the one in communications. The one in communications looks like this, and the servers in security look like this. So I had to change that. I had to change the color, I think, of the walls. And then I also added the chair from communications and nav. I also changed it to this kind of green. And I put 3 screens on the TV because that's how it looks like. And I got the wires from electrical, and like it looked like this, and now it looks like this. Like in a way, the TV are connected, the screens are connected. And I also added the divert power there. I made the vent a little smaller if you look at it, and I put a light, and I also put the wires thingy here, and I put security, which I got from the alphabet, from like this, and I put security. I made it green, and I also got the parts here, and I put it here, and I made it green too, so it looks accurate from the original map. So if you actually look at the security right now, there's a lot of difference from this to this. And the hallways are the last part of that I had to do to this whole map. The last redesign that I had to do, because it looked kind of messy because they're all gray. They didn't have any detail to them, and they didn't look that, good to see. So if you actually look at the hallways, they're like gray and black, like the wall trim is black. So I changed that because if you look at the map, it looks like this. Like the color looks like this. I also added a bunch of lights, like from admin. I also put the lights here because that's how it looks. It looks really perfect compared to the map. And I made the wall trims colored a little different. I made them sort of a bluish, like close to navy blue, and I made this part like the same color from cafeteria, like this color of the wall. I made it the same. I made this whole part except this part, because this part doesn't have the blue walls, and I made it look like this. And I searched as usual. I got the alphabet from Toolbox, and I put storage and electrical. I also put the letters, and I made it storage shields, which if you look, I didn't actually align it properly because I was doing this kind of in a hurry. And then I was also doing nav, and I did cafeteria engine, and also engine. And I also added the part. I put a line because that's how it looks, and I made them their specific color. And I also added the lights, also the lights here, and the cameras. I also put a camera here which is facing there. It's funny because I had to rotate the cameras to a certain I had to rotate them because some of them like weren't facing the right way. And this CCTV, I had to change it because it's looking right, which this one looks left. And I put a bunch of lights here, and I lit the whole place up because it looks really dark. So if you actually look at the whole Among Us map from this view, it looks really nice and detailed, which really made me happy when I was done with this map. It made me so satisfied that it looked like this, and compared to this, I did a pretty good job. I think I did a pretty good job. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you can like and subscribe to TNTBuster for more great videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.